constituency here. And then Yami and the Weija-Gbawe constituency. The Bahaswa said the Meko constituency here. The Pese Meka Ubia Boom because of Cabo na Ebama Ghana in the mine Echo Yedim. My friend, the Mesa for my friend, key imams, my friend Zongo Ahimfo, my friend Asasi Uramu, the man in Amina, Nina, Yakambo, they ain't here, mine. Yami Abduma, the BD president, Sana BD Ghana presidency, Makabu, Abu, I agree. My home, I fight, I drink. A bayer, yeah, between said a big high. Yeah, Nippon, and a ye three say a better Nakuniaso. When you now put in the end, Dr. Bawumia, any of my pay data, and yes, sir, ye no, ye win. On my pay data, dear. Said the Muni, Wabeti president. Yena so Ehumi Juma, and Yumina over country, and yes, Yena Nejuma, Obetina Kumiano so. And Chemiano country and say, Namnina Asa, na Akadu P. Samokai, don't penalty. Do penalty and I chalk upon school, not a problem. Teacher training allowance, okay. Nursing training allowance, okay. Yeda dum somo if ye 9 class. Some kind. A Juma baby say dum somo. Yama baby say not national health insurance. Enye Jumabi, na cash and carry, na yako. Ambulance service, na eguye, na Ghana you 37 ambulances. Na yako so. Sabre no yako 2 aba 2016. Na Ghana forecast said 20 million Jumano. Na ye free. NPP before ye share boss Yamiha Dupna Yaba Abaimoa, ye the free senior high school education. Ebaba Ghana, Bawumia. You can't say ye the free senior high school education ever. Oman Penny Dada country say, ye Dada Ghana food. I say Ember so, ye 419 promise I ain't making no. Okay, and also. And I yet the class, he said, Yamiabu, it is possible. It is possible. Yakasano, Yabaye, Abaimo 2017. And now, my opinion, the Sami said, 3 years, you bet me, I shall say 2017. Now I say, Yamiabu, you bet me, I shall say. And I answer 2 budget to me, and I shall say. If you were training the last 8 years, our children have gone to free senior high school. We have school fees. The last 8 years, Ghana free senior high school education. Ocean Africa, the lead. Free senior high school education for all. Ocean. From independence to 2016, now 800,000 senior high school students. 800,000. 60 years of independence. 800,000. Share senior high school education. 7 years, I jumped from 800,000 to 1.4 million students. 1.4 million. I 60 years of independence, 800,000. Just 7 years of free SHS, you get 600,000 acres. So Nkoda bebre tifie school fees nti omuntimi nko we na edi mputu ene ade aye fe no so se mano a omu senior high school ene omu dosu say be mano a omu senior high school. More girls than boys. 2016, for every 100 boys, there were 68 girls. 2023, for every 100 boys, you have 106 girls. Now, and also the performance in senior high school, they are doing very well. We should waxy core 6 subjects are. 2016 pass rate 45%. 2023 pass rate 64%. And we are scoring amongst the best in West Africa. Top 3 students in West African Examination Council exams. Top 3, all from Ghana. All from Ghana. West Africa. The whole of West Africa. 80, the performance is possible. Now, Osheswa, time out, my opinion, that I want that chalk here a problem. And then you talk computer tablets, you demand every single senior high school student. Every single student, they take tablets, our own textbooks in our also. Teachers so they take laptops. And the HRSA, you call digital. HRSA, you call digital. And the Siano, you call digital. You are starting STEM schools and AC, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You see some schools, Bakoha, Weija-Gbawe, and AC. You at least 6 of them in Ghana, and we are building more. That is the direction now. Yeah. Now, and then, when we say, yeah, the free SHS, but the engineer, yes, also, we say, in some way, technical and vocational education skills are important. It is free technical and vocational education. Technical and vocational education. So, your minimum of is a free, and you are investing 6 billion Ghana cedis in the last 7 years in technical and vocational education. 10 technical universities, we have equipped them, and then the vocational institutes, state-of-the-art equipment. Yet the amount and yet the teacher training allowance are yet the other view, yet 12. Nursing training allowance are yet the other view, yet 12. And then National Health Service, National Health Insurance, first not a group, and then cover 3 main problems. 1, childhood cancer. Childhood cancer is now covered under National Health Insurance. 2, sickle cell sufferers. I know that I was in the leading negotiation for the sickle cell sufferers. A drug say a sickle cell sufferers. Your friend hydroxyurea. Manufacturers no but we are negotiation, and then it's a very expensive drug, but it's the best for sickle cell sufferers in the world. Yes, we are paid, and see we have covered it under National Health Insurance to help sickle cell sufferers. The third one, kidney dialysis. For people above 16 and under 18, they are also getting it for free under National Health Insurance. Saudi Adi, the Peja National Health Insurance Scheme, the other initiatives are better to one constituency, one ambulance, any platform for food and jobs, any one district, one factory, and the Zongo Development Fund, so ABBA. The first time in the history of Ghana, you have a vehicle for development of the Zongo communities. They didn't see that. Yeah, over 200 projects. You see about 75 schools. You made 45 of the schools completed in the Zongo communities. There are 1,000 scholarships from the Zongo communities. 1,000 scholarships. You had 40 students and 4 Cuba from the Zongo communities to study medicine. We will be here next year. No more Samba. They are the 40, so I could build no more machines. You know, deliberate policy to develop the inner cities and the Zongo communities. Now, Mr. Mebaye, with the digitalization of the economy. Digitalization of the economy. Digitalization, no. And yet, then, we shall see. Now, 14 years ago, and I made a book on Africa, where Africa should be going. That time, I was Oxford University, and I made a book where Africa and Ghana we should be headed. And I made a book on said the world really now is going digital. This 14 years ago, in Africa, for economic development, Africa needs to go digital. Because problems not the with the digital shape now are solving immediately. That was 14 years ago. And Sabu Kunomo, the church will say, the identity, Ghana card. The hereby address system. The hereby mobile money interoperability. This is 14 years ago. Naminyamba Abayi, the Vice President. Yamba Abayi, first order of business, we say, let's go digital. Ghana card. Here passes say Namubu said the Ghana card no able, but yesterday I say, and it will be here. But Ube called digital. We Maya, because of digital revolution, Ubia the digital identity. Ubia has to have a digital identity. When only digital identity are ultimately participate in digital economy. 18 I can say, issuing digital identity, Emma Ubia. Yashia here in Ghana, we are leading in Africa. You're issuing 18 million digital identities. Ghanaians. And in Ghana, say you want digital database, national ID database, digital database, one of the first countries in Africa to reach this stage. United States, they don't yet have it. United Kingdom, they don't yet have it. EU has given all their countries up to 2030 to issue digital identities. But sometimes we don't even appreciate when we make this type of progress in this. And not only digital identities, you start to say the children who are born just as a who are Ghana ID number. And then not only the Ghana card, no birth certificate at the same time. We should say, Yama, we know your papa, no more brepa, your work, is so called Ako Kiwi, birth and death registry. And because Yanka databases no national ID database integrate with birth and death registry and Ghana Health Service. So ya say to me, ya integrity and then akola wo Weija-Gbawe go to the hospital. Sakola go to the way in, because by the time our way in, no now what to the deed that outdoor and would have taken place. So who call way in Honor, you remember with 2 IDs for the child, birth certificate and national ID at the same time. I don't know any country in the world, the whole world, I don't know any country birth certificate, national ID at the same time. And then Ghana card, you can register Ghana card for International Civil Aviation Organization. The Ghana card is now recognized across 44,000 borders and airports in the world. 44,000. The Ghana card is recognized. Uko Abuchri anywhere in the world, America, China, Saudi Arabia, Canada, Australia, Japan, and a passport, Echo Yera, Ubet Mia from Ghana card, Afro plate, Abagana. The whole of Africa, only Ghana has that card that can respond. The only Ghana, the whole of Africa, we are the only ones that have that card that is recognized in 44,000 airports around the world. And before the end of this year, test this year, but you set up e-gates. Kotoka International Airport. E-gates. The chancellor who Ghana card and a Utukwaina Oba Ghana. And here's a Uko immigration here. Ubeko e-gates. Now the Ghana card to the fingerprint. Not a that is digitalization. And next year, at the time Nyamiado Moye the president, passport application will be easy for us. Passport application will be easy. Because passport form I will submit Jim passport. Information in our Ghana card. ATU Ghana card from next year, no passport application form. Passport and you will print your passport for you. You will biometrics, you will feature every information will Ghana card. So no lot of information. We will use one centralized information and we will print your passport for you. No Ghana, you will get your passport. Something I will say. He needed a unique identity. He also needed address system. Now you need address. You need address system. Because just a woman will be a cook who be auto like no Ferrari, no Kuha. You buy and you see. You share and you see. You are digital. Because this type of address system it will take too long. You are digital. And you get a digital address system. At that time, only one country in the whole world had a digital address system complete. And they say Ghana will be the next. It is possible. It is possible. And then Ghana has done a complete digital address system. Who come here, say, Uma Obi digital address, however, who hear any directions because at our phone, so and yes, sir, very, very simple. And Ghana is the second country in the whole world to have a digital address system. The whole world. We are the second country. The whole world. And now, say, the UK is now thinking about going for the digital address system. The UK is now thinking about it. We are the second country in the whole world. So every house, anywhere in Ghana, farm, on water, or land has a digital address. So, and then all the Ubers and Yangos and all of that said digital addresses are used. Now, and there taxi drivers will have more have. Taxi drivers be the Huye. Omukatere said, Uber, any Yango, any boat, the Momo from Weija-Gbawe. Said Uber, they boat, Momo digital. But get taxi drivers in here. Still, this is a Uko station, and I said, Uwe, yes, you were analog. 18 American team say, new software and my local taxi drivers. So that also mobile operating like the Ubers and the Bulls and all of that. And there AFN say, we have finished the work on the local app for the taxi drivers. Before I ever to or maybe sometime next month, they will launch the new app for local taxi drivers. Now you can order your local taxi because at the end can say anytime you have Bolt and now Uber, you have to go abroad because it is not a local application. Anytime I offer what is go abroad, but you have a local application, there's kind of a better Ghana, now you all the time. We will test it as we speak. We will launch it by next month, if not this month. We will launch it for all Ghanaians. That is a local, app for the taxis. There also the buyer. Now, who said the key, which man said, almost everybody will bank account. And it's very important. Says the third issue I've been tackling here, you say how the Iranian bank account, Ama Ubia or Ghana. Then you put into one of mobile money accounts. But mobile money accounts are now who are Vodafone, I want to be money to come out with our MTN. Now who MTN, I want to be money to come out with our Airtel TV. I want to be easy, come free bank account and to mobile account, or from mobile account to a bank account. Now, your mobile money no not a limited. America say, a friend of mobile money interoperability. Said you're going to be easy from bank to mobile, from one telco to the other. The probably say, it is not possible because no country in Africa had done it. No country in Africa had done it. It is possible. It is possible. Yes, a team up there, Sati said, yes, and then Ghana, and then said, you can take money from a bank account to a mobile account, from a mobile account to another telco. Is working perfectly. And Ghana is the first country in the whole of Africa to be able to do this. The whole of Africa. We are the first interoperability. Now, a friend of mine was telling me, say, "Obi, every money Obaha, now who said, oh yeah, the transactions on his mobile phone." Now, he was so fascinated. Say, "Ghana, it's me, Sadia Obaha, because Sadia na even in Canada, even in the United States, yes." Even in Canada and also the United States, they don't have the interoperability. And then they are beginning to talk about interoperability by the Federal Reserve in the United States. In Ghana, we are moving ahead of many countries. And now to mobile phones, we renew national health insurance. Now we to electricity credit, no matter the time of day or night. First, who of Vienna will credit at the weekend? This is our travel. Now, call ECG Monday, now I call line. And yes, sir. And then who are China? Now, if credit from China, you can buy credit for your house in Ghana. You can buy credit for your house in Ghana. Major change drones so medical drones are promoting a drone airport moja because remote areas he needs immediate anti-snake serum. Now drones no wait me a drone Abba dropping. Me papa we 2202 Watamale na ye operation na ye here moja. Seriously, you call blood bank na the panatu no coffee. You share no high by the morning na me papa we 80 me yaba office na me tea say America umoti technology nearby. Drone technology. So drones will to be drone remote areas. The Soria team for San Francisco. Now you know Mokoshia and I can't say technology only here in Ghana because Nipa just because of blood, just because of anti-snake cell medicine, any time of day or night. So one setting up 6 drone centers for Ghana, we will deliver to 2,900 hospitals around Ghana and health clinics. And every time, 6 centers, average flights a day is 100 flights on average every day to different parts. And even recently, 70 years, Afran place when there was flooding and they had to write PEC exams, the drones took the exam papers and dropped them in Afran place for them to write the exam papers. And then it's so nice to see, and then Ghana is the largest medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Ghana, the whole world, is the largest medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Recently, Kamala Harris, U.S. Vice President, she was praising Ghana for the lead that we have taken. And they are also about to start it in the United States of America. Now we went to bring the technology from them. But we have taken the lead, and we are the largest in the whole world, and we are saving lives every day with this technology. And then in Ghana, first, we went to the hospital, there I can't say, Ufoda, Ayira, Yetino Ufoda, Zero Ufoda, Ayira. Meeting is hard here, remember, I say, let's digitalize all the patient records in all the hospitals. So you are starting e-health project. All the teaching hospitals, all the regional hospitals, all the district hospitals in Ghana, we have digitalized all the patient records. And by next year, you may be up to the chip compounds. But and then you refer you from Wa to Kolebua. You don't need a folder. You just need your ID number. Over Kolebia, now they are more. Don't put it in the computer and all your medical records will show to the doctor. You don't need any more. The folder cannot get missing because it's in the computer. And Ghana is the first country, the whole of Africa, to do this e-health. First country in the whole of Africa. And by the way, they don't have it in the United States. Because we are now moving ahead of them. So it is possible. It is possible. And he said an aircon. And then me boss, the time December, yes, you need to have this on the person. Number 2, so in July, we are moving in a particular direction. And we have to continue in that direction. I don't want us to go back. We are making major strides. We need to move forward. We don't need to go backwards. Anything I make us move one. Now we better not go near so. Now move fast here, no. And shame it, sir. Move fast here. Because everything she shared with said number 1 fishing and agriculture is very important. Say it becomes a priority in my government because the are the most in Ghana in terms of employment. North, East, South, West, the largest sector in agriculture. If we are 4 years, Ghana so many. Now, if you are also a better form, I want to support agriculture. Say and fishing. Say for example, for every district for roads. We are going to do the same for every district for agricultural equipment for the farmers to use, for the fishermen to use. So the technology the second major thing I'm the share for not electricity bill electricity bill was through. The GI was through, they say, you grab oil and gas. Any generating electricity. Oil and gas, so the oil, so 80% Ghana, you're taking bold decision. We move away from oil and gas and go for solar power to generate electricity. Solar power. Now maybe I tell you free. And yes, sir, now maybe solar power, no, we are not actually. We should move to solar power. And next 4 years, I'm bringing 2,000 megawatts. The electricity bill by 50%. By 50%. The percentage public transport fares so public transport is very high. We say you're moving towards electric vehicles, electric buses, in terms of the metro mass and all others. Here go electric. Some spare parts in the home, fuel price in the home. So the cost of public transport will come down by 40% if we go electric. By 40%. We are trying, say, before I get to Abano, we want to bring in 100 electric buses as a pilot so that we'll be able how it is working. So we are already the buses. Before I get to Abano, the first 100 will arrive and then the people of Accra will see how this is working. But because every time oil prices go up, then we increase prices here. throughout the airport, from them. We are going to change it and go there. That also means, it is here, Ghana, a policy for business and jobs. We shall, nobody umupe ejuma aye. But one of the problems I want to say, government, and never we import them. We import them. We don't order them from Ghanaian firms. You call China now, they're all the time. But with the friend will buy Ghana first policy. Buy Ghana first. The government first look for it in Ghana. We are putting a law to back it. Buy Ghana first. Upe say you told uniforms. We have tailors. We have firms that can sew. Buy Ghana first. Buy imported from our people. If it's furniture, we have carpenters. Buy. It's only when you cannot find in Ghana that you should import. That will be the law. And when we do that, we'll create jobs for our youth and we'll be working in Ghana. So buy Ghana first. There's also, the new tax system about the poor businesses. Because businesses be who are mindful now will create many disputes between GRA and the business community. They can come and lock up your shop and you don't even understand what tax you are supposed to pay. We studied the tax systems across the world. And then we found out that the best tax system in the world was the Estonian tax system. Estonia, the last 10 years in a row, we are number one in terms of the most competitive tax system in the whole world. 10 years in a row, we found it very important Estonia. The new president, the new prime minister, finance minister, and tax commissioner, we had Mickey. But this is the very simple. A flat tax system. A 10% and a 10%. We'll be able to say, we are profit. I know it, we are 10%. We are income, I know it, we are 10%. So we are to be calculating the tax and knows how to comply. Very, very simple system. When you say churches know, times, and yes, it's a simple system. It's a flat tax system. So that is, or what the woman said, hey, churches, you know. They've known this for a long time. The tax system is a flat tax system. And so Ghana may be introducing new tax system, which is a flat tax system next year for all businesses and individuals. To be very simple. And so that we all start on a clean slate and offering a tax amnesty to all businesses and to all individuals, and we will all start. No matter with GRA, we will all start from afresh and we will go forward with a tax amnesty. And then I'm taking the flat tax system to the port. The port is another area where it is not clear. Your goods, you think you are going to pay 20,000 cedis, the goods arrive and you are paying 40,000 cedis. You don't understand. You have a new flat tax system in cities. In cities, airport, a 40-foot container, you know the spare parts is 20,000. No matter when it arrives, it's 20,000. Flat in cities. So you don't have any difference to say exchange rate has changed, so we go and pay more. It's in cities and it's a flat tax. Then also, you cannot have a higher duty in Ghana than in Togo. That Togo will be our benchmark. Our duty cannot exceed Togo. If it exceeds Togo, there will be smuggling from Togo. So we'll stop the smuggling. It will be the same or it will be lower, and it will be a flat tax for our people. We are going to move this country to a different level. Say, as far as governance is concerned, the perceptory ahead, the chiefs closer to government. We have made a mistake since independence. Yet they say without the chiefs. We tend to put the chiefs aside and we try to govern this country. It doesn't work. I want to bring the chiefs closer to government. I want to bring the chiefs closer to government. 80, maybe amending section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. Give more powers to the chiefs. There are many matters that are moving to be settled in your palaces. They don't need to go to court. You can settle them in your palaces. And we can help you do that. The second thing is that if you look at the chieftaincy, currently we only pay paramount chiefs, and it's very little. But for you to help us, we have to empower the palaces. So we are going to pay paramount chiefs, queen mothers, and divisional chiefs in addition, so that we empower the palaces, so that you can help us to help you. I'm also going to bring the churches and the Islamic institutions closer to government. I believe that Ejuma churches no area, Islamic institutions here, schools are almost see, hospitals are almost see, but we don't tend to recognize them as development partners. But in fact, they are the number one development partners of government in our country. Number one, how many schools do the external ones build? We churches need Islamic institutions, schools in Ghana be collapsing. One time, 80, but Abrofui over here any project for Ghana, yes, a development partner made to your duty. And yes, sir, this will be the system. The churches and the faith-based organizations, the Islamic, they were designating as development partners. Most of the development of Ghana, most of to your duty. Most of to your duty. Now, because sometimes it will be the hospital equipment, now you say to your duty. You say no, you are a development partner. Manambra duty free. Kenya, the whole facility. So we will bring the churches and the Islamic institutions closer to government. Now, what me Bawumia, maybe you say, your mouth will that status. Your Bawumia, more. This is just some of the incentives. The Toswa, the president was saying, women are wanting. And semi I didn't have in Framabu, almost say LGBTQ plus. Somewhat, some member to be whatever, to be whatever. Sadiamo, Embasuda, and Embasuda, and Bawumia president. Bawumia, Embasuchina. Sadiamo, never will be tolerated. Any Quran, any Bible, any traditions, any war. So, young person, China, no matter what the cost, no matter the cost, you're making our printing will defend our country, will defend our values, will defend our religion, will defend our culture, young person. So, that matter won't come to me. We will not allow that practice in Ghana. So that is very clear for us. Under my government, persons with disabilities will go for tertiary education for free. We will get them into tertiary education for free. All persons with disabilities who want to gain more education. And Umuria, we are setting a quota for recruitment. All public sector recruitment will have a percentage for persons with disabilities, so that we will get them into the workforce and then we can help them. They have got some of the sharpest minds. I know some of the sharpest minds, but usually we just discriminate against them. Just discriminate. So we are going to give them positive discrimination and bring them into the workforce and help and the youth also 1 million youth, even if you are a school dropout, we want to give you training in digital skills. because the world is going digital. If we give you training in digital skills, we bet me Weija-Gbawe. Now we America, we Canada, we Australia. Right from here on your computer, on your laptop, you'll be making a lot of money, and you'll be taken care of. Drivers also, when you say driver's license, and then it's valid for 6 years. Every 2 years, you have to go and renew. And yes, the license will now be valid for 10 years, and you renew every 5 years. Every 5 years, you will renew, and it will be valid for 10 years. And that will give us the space. We want to share the brain. We now manifesto, but we na mamo sukakra na be pesemic. But when him say, "Many man pigida na yepre say yebekwa saakansi." Only the or say or the koko kiti beba any 24-hour disco. Na yasasa na 24-hour disco. Then koko kiti here boy. Yes, a whole different direction. We share a no more. Already president. Oba he can only be president for 4 years. 4 years, and then he's gone. But he says he'll go honeymoon first before he goes for retirement. For me, I can be president for 8 years. If you give me the vote, I'll work very hard so that I can come back to Weija-Gbawe and show you what I have done. I'll come back and show you what I have done. You will have accountability. I'll give you accountability. But what is also very, very important, they say, Mingeti president, I'm a vice president. Ejuma Amaye is being as a vice president. Obia the dance here say, Usha vice president, Umaba Ghana, Unya vice president, where Ejuma Asim Obia the dance here. But Mingeti president too. Mingeti president, me a vice president. Etimutu Abanomamia, Mubenya, brand new tier rubber president. Brand new tier rubber president. New innovations, and new solutions. And the name Oma Pelida and Yamutumano, Mubenya home use second hand president.
Yati